On boys and girls, this is your friendly PC commentator, Mr. Wildorf, and we're doing the IRL Brocast episode 2, and this is gonna be a little bit special, because we have, everyone is basically in a different country right now. We have, from Ireland, we have the Keranator.
Hello.
From England, we have James.
Yo.
And from Scotland, we have Butthead. We have Aaron.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Do we have Aaron?
Yeah, we do.
Do we have Aaron?
So this is a little bit of a special episode because these are actually a couple of musketeers that we have collected from every part of the globe. No, but I have met all these people in Ireland, but we all have either moved or I live in Sweden, but I usually go to Ireland, and Aaron also moved to Scotland, and we had James moving to England to seek his fortune in the last year.
Moving back to England to seek my fortune.
Of course, Aaron is my oldest friend. He was also in the last episode.
Yep.
Yeah. So what's everyone doing for Halloween anyway? Halloween holidays.
I'll be out probably, fireworking peoples. It's so fun. Yeah, it's just very big.
Just
How do you get fireworks in Ireland? Do you like get them off?
At old women.
Do you get like the fireworks off the hobo on the corner of the street
No,
in
you
Ireland?
you have like special dealers on the corners in like dark alleyways. Do you want to buy some rockets?
You get them off the travelers. Well, yeah, really. Yeah, they go to Northern Ireland, because in Northern Ireland, because it's got British laws there, they sell fireworks.
I thought fireworks were illegal in the entire UK.
No,
Nope.
no.
I could buy them at Tesco here.
That
Yeah,
sounds
I was actually
really,
looking at
Aaron?
the Tesco ones. Yeah.
Yeah, they're selling them
You
right
can
Oh,
get
now.
that's
Tesco brand ones as well. Not just in
sounds
Tesco,
epic.
they're made by Tesco.
Yes.
The shit. The Tesco
wait.
brand ones are shit.
Wait, do they sell them all year round, Aaron?
Not all year round, just special occasions like Halloween and
Well, no, you
Firework
can
Day.
buy them all year round, but like Tesco doesn't have them.
Do they have
all
like?
year.
I know there's special fireworks places. I remember going to
Yeah.
Blackpool, and there was like an advertisement where you can choose what type of gunpowder goes in it and stuff. It's like sort of like a
Oh
you can
yeah, and you
select-
choose like the colours and shit like that.
that's
Yeah.
really appealing.
You usually get it in fishing stores here, stuff like weird. Either like
Extreme fishing.
yeah, something like that. It's,
Throwing the fireworks into the lake to kill
Yeah.
as many fish as possible.
there's always fireworks that get banned every year as well. Like it's a lesser and before it used to be like just like bombs, but now it's getting worse.
But,
Because
yeah,
some
it's
idiot is
Halloween.
always-
Let's throw some grenades.
Yeah, here have some TNT, bro.
It's like
Yeah.
all
Throw that
fireworks-
at your old neighbor.
Yeah. Want to put some nades in the neighbor's
Some
letterbox.
stupid kids where I lived when I was little, like were throwing those ones in like where the chickens were sleeping. Like all the chickens died
Jesus.
because
So let me
chickens
get this
are.
straight. Some little children bombed your chickens to death.
Nah, not my chickens, but the farm's chickens.
Oh,
Wait,
right.
wait, Irish
Dad's.
in Ireland?
No, I lived at a farm in Sweden. My dad lived in Sweden as well when I was a kid.
Oh,
But
Alright.
chickens can die like instantly of fright. It wasn't the chickens actually exploding into pieces. It was just
You go in the morning.
like,
there's fried
like
chicken
the-
all over.
you just have like the farmer walking in there, just like, oh, just gonna pick up my. Oh my God!
I just imagine like
It's a massacre!
I just imagine like a 6-year-old's covered in bloody feathers, like loads of bloody feathers everywhere.
Well, it's Halloween, so no one would notice.
Yeah. What do you go against? Oh, a dead chicken? Super
Funny
cool.
thing is that when I lived there for Halloween, our neighbor is actually, or was actually the the first or the largest beer making company owner in the world, and he basically lived in a palace on the hill beside where all the people lived in the little
In a
farmhouses.
palace.
It was a castle.
He was a
like,
king among commoners.
and
Living
his
in a castle
and
next
his kid
next to the
and we
little farms.
went there. I went there and tried trick or treat, and he was like, "Okay, yeah, here you have 3 pieces of candy.
I was
I'm
hoping you were
rich."
gonna say like here have like
Yeah,
big
have
glass
some
cans of
beer.
beers.
No, he was just like,
Trick or-
"Oh,
Trick.
and it's yeah."
That's,
That's pretty. But they always gave away loads of free beer on the all the events and things there.
Trick or treating's quite a big thing in Ireland. I remember I was going trick or treating there. It's pretty fun.
It was getting worse. Like in the beginning when I went, apparently when my dad, like when our parents would have been small, it was a lot better than it is now. What
Yeah.
Nick- at least
I
what
remember
my
you
dad
trick or treating at my house when I lived near your nanny's.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember you coming round to my house on Halloween, and we'd only recently moved into the house, so my mum just couldn't be asked taking us. And then you knocked round, and we were like, "Oh my god, it's Halloween!" And then I went out with you,
Yeah.
not wearing anything, just trick or treating.
No,
in
yeah, you
normal
were.
clothes.
He was just going in his flesh. He's a werewolf.
Naked trick or treating.
James is so hairy. They're just like, oh, look at this werewolf.
Wearing
What
nothing
type of
but
creature are you
Speedos.
going as, James? Oh, it's Chewbacca.
It's like the pants which have exploded.
Yes.
A little rag, some leaves. That's nice. But as Chris, what?
I remember
I was
the
just gonna say,
days
yeah, but
fondly.
yeah, Halloween's like it's just like like a month in September. That's where all the fireworks come in, and literally, there's explosions going like every night. Like this morning, my
Every
window
night
was
all
open,
over.
and like a rocket came
Someone-
right past my window, and my window was right open. I just literally shat myself nearly. Well,
How
not-
the?
You
I literally was like,
literally
"What the
tried-
fuck?"
Were you
I-
sleeping?
What happened was I turned my computer on and put some like, I don't know, Beatles or something like that on. I went back in bed, so I was awake, but I was like
I
really
was just
tired,
sat-
and I opened the
I was
window
sat in
because it
my
was really
chair
hot.
listening to the Beatles,
And then
and
And then like fire came right past my window, and it was like like a really, really loud voice. I, was,
Dragon!
I thought it was gonna come in my bedroom and set fire to me. I was like, what the fuck? And then
You're just like Fusrota!
And I was like, it really scared me. I was like, I had an adrenaline after that. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? It's still like, I was still
Halloween.
too tired to look out the window, but you know.
You're like, well, I almost shit myself. Back to the Beatles.
Oh, yeah, but that was really.
Yeah, there's a big.
Yeah, go on, sorry.
Yeah. There's always a massive fireworks show here, Edinburgh. It's a big castle thing.
Yeah,
shooting
the
tons
castle.
of fireworks out. It's pretty cool.
Isn't
Huh?
that for New Year?
There's fireworks loads of times. There's like
I-
a fireworks night. The
You mean bonfire night,
Tattoo.
fireworks night?
It's like a Scottish festival. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I
There's all these
remember-
massive, huge fireworks.
I remember when I was at your house for Christmas and or no, for New Year's Eve, and there was like loads of fireworks. And you remember we were standing up on the hill with each had a glass of iron brew. We were like, yes,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
the
That was fun.
peasants are celebrating in the valley. It's just like.
Yeah, can you remember
was
when
so
we were
cold
at
as well.
your granny's and we were all stood outside on
Yeah, when we had
New
the-
Year's, we were all drinking champagne, watching fireworks in the,
Oh yeah,
the
I remember
caravan
that.
park.
Yeah, we
Watching all the-
had the floating lanterns.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Oh,
was.
I don't think I was there that time.
You are there. Yeah.
Yeah, you
That was-
were.
No,
That was-
was I?
Yeah. Yes, you were.
God, I can't even remember.
Our new.
Yeah, it was It was that time, and remember I threw you like into the door when you sat.
Oh, yeah.
Quite literally threw you.
You
across
remember?
the room.
Oh yeah, but that was that time when I pushed Kieran down the stairs. Oh yeah, that
Oh,
other
yeah.
time, when I kicked that other guy in the nuts.
Oh, yeah,
And then
good
you tried to
time.
decapitate me with your chainsaw, Peter. That was very
I
Oh,
think
that
I
was
think
very
you
fun.
push
Oh,
someone
wow.
at every event, James. It's
Yeah,
pretty hard
yeah.
to remember.
We've always had one of them times where somebody gets mentally psychopathic and gets an axe and tries to decapitate one of us. That happens like every time you come over.
Yeah.
How we all come over.
Just good fun. It's just
We
good
should
fun.
all
Yeah, good fun.
wait for next Christmas. We will all be 18 except Kieran, won't we? Or the Christmas after this one.
Yeah.
Then we will.
Not that it matters, because I look well older than 18.
Yeah, but Aaron as well. But we'll have a good time.
Oh yeah, Aaron's
now
still a little
outside.
baby. Can you remember that like
Kieran,
13-year-old
we'll have a little
that came
colour-
over?
We'll have a little lace on Kieran, just tie him out outside. It's like,
Yeah.
hey you, can you watch our Kieran, our minor?
we'll
Get him a couple of
we'll walk in and
studded
it's like, no,
necklace.
he's not allowed in, so we'll just like chain him to a pole outside.
And get him a studded necklace.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you remember that time outside the pub in Ballygarrett when that like 12-year-old kid came up asking us to buy cigs, and he was like, no, not you, you've got a baby face. Talking
yeah,
to
Aaron.
The kid was like 12.
There was like one kid was 12, one kid was 10, and the last one was
The
like
other
8.
was like 8,
And they were
yeah.
and they were like, oh yeah, we don't like Germans.
Yeah, that's what you
Yeah,
told
they
me that.
came up and they were like,
You
we
were
don't
like
Germans.
told me that you wish I was there so I can fuck with their heads. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I was hoping that we would meet them again sometime, but
Oh, that was
Didn't
so
work
funny.
out.
And they were like, but can you buy her cigs? You look old enough. And I was like, no, they know how old I am. They didn't, but I just didn't want to buy them cigs. It was like,
well, who
what
wants
about
to buy
you?
a 12-year-old cigarettes?
Yeah, no, but then they asked you, and you just went, you didn't even answer them. And then
It's
they
like
turned to Aaron, and they were like, oh, you have a baby face, you can't get them. And Aaron looked so offended. He was like, oh my god.
But Aaron's the biggest person like here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Aaron's the tallest.
Yeah,
That
by
doesn't
lots
mean
more.
anything though.
I think I'm taller than everybody in my family currently.
Everybody,
My sisters.
he looks at me and says, "Oh, can you buy me cigarettes?" I'm just like, "Oh."
No, Aaron could get away with it. It's
Yeah.
nothing to his face. It's the way he acts. He acts so awkward. He's like,
Yeah.
Trevor. He's like,
But he does look young.
True.
He doesn't look 18. You do look your age.
no,
but
I
you don't
think he
look
could. He's
over
got
your
a
age.
Scottish. I think if he didn't act like a fucking,
He's
if he didn't act so
Scottish.
awkward.
If he didn't go in and be like, well, back in
he-
my days,
No.
they used
No,
to
if-
serve
if
the.
he-
No,
It
Aaron
reminds
would go
me-
in and he'd go in and say, can I have some cigarettes?
No, he's McLovin. That's exactly what he
It's
is.
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
this.
I've been
Great
drinking these for
Oh,
years.
that'd be so funny.
It's
He'd
like, well,
go
back in my
and say,
days, the
"Can I have
Cubans
some
used to
cigarettes,
hand roll
please?"
these
How
cigarettes.
old are you?
Yeah.
Old enough.
I stopped smoking cigars.
I stopped smoking cigars back in the 1972.
Back in the day, I used to smoke loads of cigars, but that, of course, was before World War II.
I prefer to have my Marlboro Red with a cup of with some Jameson whiskey.
brandy.
Thank you very
I'd
much.
have you know I served in Vietnam, so yeah.
It's like, can I have some
Wait,
cigarettes?
did they really recruit people from Ireland to Vietnam?
How old are you? Old enough?
Yeah.
Well,
I was fighting with the Nabs.
Back in Nam, those were the days.
Well, my dad is Asian, so you know.
I lost one of my testicles.
I don't know. Are we gonna do any gaming talk?
Oh yeah. So
Just to get off the conversation of old times.
Oh, yeah,
now.
we've- of course once we ran on and started ridiculing Aaron, we can never be stopped. Only Aaron can do that.
Oh, I'm just-
This podcast should be known as the Let's Ridicule Aaron.
Aaron,
is there
you
actually
can't stop us insulting you. You can either sit there quietly and take it, or join in.
is there actually any gaming news this week?
Oh, of course,
Any,
there's the Halloween sale.
Well, yeah, but I
Oh.
haven't really looked at that much. I
I
mean,
think-
I am a little bit like last year. Halloween sale was a lot better.
I've been looking at that
Well, it only
Uh,
came out today,
COD
so we don't
2.
really know.
What?
I said
COD
it only
2.
came out today, so we might get
Black
better
Ops.
tomorrow.
COD
Yeah.
Black Ops 2.
No, no.
That's coming out soon, but
That's gonna be five. That's gonna be €50 for 10 more
Yeah.
years. So I don't think I'm gonna get that.
yeah.
No,
Yeah, I know. It doesn't look. It's like they haven't really done much though. They haven't changed much compared to like the original one.
Well, basically, it's still the same engine, so
Yeah,
they can
no,
go
that's what
fuck
I mean.
themselves.
It's still
did change
Quake
it
2
and-
from 1999. I mean Quake 3.
They're like, well, all the engines nowadays are so
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 practically,
wild.
so complicated.
Back
What
in
you-
my
you-
days, we used to only buy yourself a fancy tuxedo.
What do you mean your resolution can be higher than 1,000? Blasphemy! But,
God darn.
I'm trying to think. I don't really
Did you
know,
look?
really.
Did you look at the? Have you looked at the natural selection and the other game? What's it called? You know the two like what's it called? Basically survival games, but with dinosaurs.
Oh, natural selection is not as. That's the natural selection is the other one. You know, the RTS one. Well,
It's half and half basically.
Yeah, half and half. The one with the aliens. In
But
it,
there's
yeah.
another one which is almost the same, which came out
yeah,
on like the
one,
same day.
One where yeah, the Dino Beat. No, it's not that.
No,
I forget what. I know which one you're talking about, but I do not recall the
Yeah.
name. I should have-
Aliens and dinosaurs and stuff. It started to sound a bit like Power Rangers or something.
I tried to watch Power Rangers Ninja the other day. It wasn't that fun. I was like, okay, what am I gonna watch on Netflix which I can fall asleep to? Okay, it's a Power Rangers Ninja. This wasn't like in back in my days.
Oh,
I-
stop.
I
Power Rangers.
It was better than one. It
The
was
original Power Rangers was so much better than all these shit.
I never
spin-offs.
liked any of the Power Rangers were a bit
I never
retarded.
liked Power Rangers.
it was better when the black Power Ranger was black and the yellow Power Ranger was Asian. Back in the good old
Yeah.
days.
I am really curious. I'm really curious to see what.
I wonder
Michael
how many
Bay's-
weird
Michael
or
Bay's
comments you're gonna get calling you racist for that now.
Kieran was saying something.
I said I'm really curious to see what Michael Bay is going to do with the Ninja Turtles IP, whatever. Yeah, Joe, he's making a film, the Ninja Turtles.
Oh
film.
yeah, that one. Oh, it's so like the whole idea is so freaking weird. Why not just take the original idea? And,
Yeah, I would have. How is he going to do? How I don't know. I'm really
How is-
curious to see how he's going to
how-
film
how?
this. Because I sort of disagree with people who say that that he ruined Transformers because Transformers was retarded. He didn't really change Transformers. He just kept it the same.
But
It was always-
Transformers doesn't really have a storyline.
No.
it always was like things exploding.
Explosions.
Yeah, it
But
always,
like,
In particular,
but
a
like
bunch of
Ninja
robots
Turtle.
turning
Well,
into cars that
well, I
beat
guess
up other robots.
Transformers does have a story, but there has I don't know.
but it always was a bit silly. Like it had them like
But
them like them robots that transformed into stereos, and the whole weapon was
Mhm.
like a. But Ninja Turtles was a comic
yeah, but I mean,
book
like
first.
Ninja Turtles. Every single episode is like introduced with how the Ninja Turtles came to created. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
making a movie where you're like completely changing that is
Well, how was it? How is it changed again? What's different?
that they're aliens instead of
Yeah, they're
mutated
aliens,
turtles.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's.
Did you
just-
not know that?
I all I saw was I knew that because of the other what's it called podcast. I didn't know they fucked it up. It's just he's
Yeah, they've changed the backstory completely.
Yeah, it's supposed to. They're supposed to be somehow be aliens.
that's
Hmm.
that's
And
stupid.
then, but how can it couldn't? I don't even understand how it can be called Ninja Turtles if it's gonna be Teenage
If
Mutant
they're
Ninja
not, if
Aliens.
They're not turtles. The whole point was
Well,
they're
they're turtles
Teenage
from
Mutant
space.
Teenage
They're
aliens.
turtles from
Space
space.
turtles
Space
floating around. Then the Big
It-
Bang happened.
And the mothership looks like a big turtle. I bet they will do that. I swear. I'm calling out
The
now. I bet there's a
mothership, they're
scene where the mothership's gonna come down. It's a big turtle. I bet that's gonna happen. I can just feel it.
I hope I don't think they're gonna have a mothership. I don't think it's gonna be a complete sci-fi thing. I think it's only gonna be into.
Yeah, well,
it's not gonna be like the turtles have set up a battleground on Earth and they're gonna chase down
it's
humans.
gonna be like District 9, except much shittier with
It's
turtles.
gonna be
Yeah,
like
it says here,
Predator.
right, I've looked it up on a film blog, and it says it's like, set your expectations low. Blair has willfully misunderstood the turtles' origin story, making them aliens instead of mutants.
I saw Snow White like yesterday. Snow White and the Huntsman. I thought it was alright. I thought it was pretty entertaining.
I watched Dead Man's Shoes the other night.
Yeah, but
that
have you
was-
seen Snow White?
Nope.
You haven't?
Actually,
They kind of like they did like take the Disney way of
What?
portraying
Whoa.
Snow White, but it was.
Right.
I mean, Kristen Stewart is a pretty bad actor, but in general, like
She
the
has
Disney
one facial
perspective.
expression.
Yeah, that's what I think every time I see it. She's like, huh? With her teeth. And
It says
and
here,
one
right?
thing I've been thinking about, like, why, how is there a famous actor like that who hasn't like got a tooth straightening?
But
Like,
I watched
Guys.
I watched another film like that. It was the Red Riding Hood. Do you know the
Yeah.
one where I watched that? That was like a 15 film. You know,
yeah.
that was
I
pretty.
haven't seen it. What's it about? Is it just Red Riding Hood and a bit of
It's like
horror?
Red Riding. It's not really. It's like setting a town and there's like a werewolf and it all
it's-
wants to find.
It's actually very similar to how they made, like, Snow White. They basically have just taken
The
it's-
premise of it and made it
yeah.
more adulty.
Yeah, I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
It would be pretty boring if it's like, okay,
Well-
well, it's a human, it's a real depiction, but she's gonna walk. I mean, they could, if, I guess they could have made it into a cool horror though, more of a horror Red Riding Hood, like.
They made it into. I think it was a bit of a thriller.
Yeah.
In places.
uh,
But I mean, if you go really back, like the Red Riding Hood was a bit dodgy anyway. Because like, don't they like kill the grandma and then they?
Yeah, they put stones in the wolf's belly and throw it down
Yeah.
a well.
I read one where this like there's loads of different versions of it. The one I remember the one that's the early one I had, like a story one. This woodcutter came along and he killed the.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he chopped the wolf open and like took the gran out of her stomach.
Yeah, he completely.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
those aren't those Brother Grimm stories.
Yeah, they always though. There's
Yeah.
loads of like little.
Yeah, because Brother Grimm stories are usually like pretty violent. It's,
Yeah, they're pretty
you
grim.
know the Germans.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, guys, look, right. I've looked up that Ninja Turtle thing, right, and it says here that Bear actually said kids are going to believe one day these turtles actually do exist when we are done with this movie. These turtles are from an alien race and they are going to be tough, edgy, funny, and completely believable. After that, it says, now hang on a minute, from an alien race, that's not how it works. That's not how it works at all. Everyone knows that the turtles came about because they were exposed to radioactive material as babies. They're mutants. They're quite definitely not aliens. They're called the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, not the teenage alien race of turtle-like creatures who happen to know some ninja.
So, oh yeah, the game we were talking about, Peter, that's Primal Carnage.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, but turtles.
Oh, no way. He's
But-
changed the name of it as well. Due out next Christmas, it'll simply be entitled Ninja Turtles. That's it. It's just going to be
Okay.
called Ninja Turtles.
That means
But-
he's just ripping off then.
Yeah, pretty much.
But
That's-
I actually thought about it the other day that I would like to watch because Ninja Turtles that's actually one of the better. I mean it's pretty retarded, but I really it was pretty good series.
That was like,
Like
what
it's
was-
really it's in an
It was.
unserious way. It's almost like a comedy,
Yeah.
which is really good. And they're all
And
like
it had a backstory as well.
they've just
Like,
they've just replaced pot with pizza.
pretty much, actually.
I like the one.
Yeah,
Aaron, did you watch
pepperoni, bro.
this? Aaron, did you watch the episode with the robots that looked like mice and they ate everything?
Oh, yeah, they
I
eat
don't-
through the
I wasn't really
wall,
into
don't they?
Ninja Turtles.
They're like,
Oh my
all the
god,
turtles
Aaron.
are sat down eating pizza, and then something just eats through the wall of the
Yeah,
sewer.
that one. That was
And
like
then, yeah,
that was like a really really well done like series. That
Yeah.
actually had only like 5 episodes, and I remember getting it as a DVD when I was like 11.
yeah.
I bet-
Like,
I
they had
bet-
several seasons though, didn't they? Teenage
Yeah.
Mutant Ninja Turtles had like loads of seasons.
But wait, how can James Cameron work on Ninja Turtles and
James Cameron,
Avatar?
Michael Bay. Michael Bay.
Oh,
It's
it's
Michael
yes,
Bay.
I'm getting confused.
Explosions.
I was just thinking of Cameron.
Yeah,
James
James. The USS
Cameron.
Cameron. James Cameron doesn't do what James Cameron does for James Cameron. That's like the best line of anything.
Yeah. But have any of you seen the original Ninja Turtles, the one where they're actually humans in suits?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hello, this is Mr. Wildorf again. We got cut off, but it was just like 10 seconds before I noticed it. But the podcast has basically run its time now, so we're going to say goodbye. This is the Europe cast of the IRL Brocast. No, but this is the collection of people I brought together from Ireland. So, leave a rating, whatever you think. And, yeah, Kieran or everybody, say your farewells.
Goodbye.
Adios.
Goodbye.
you're just like goodbye. First I just say like
God, Aaron. You're so-
and we're